Gretchen Kirchmann here with Jason Hetland for TheRide.com. Thanks so much to Tour Talk Media for producing us. We're here to recap the 9th go-round. We're on the campus of University of Las Vegas, Nevada. And Jason, I don't know what happened today in the 9th round, but we had some definitely ups and downs.
Yeah, ups and downs is a great way to put it. I'm honestly speechless at round 9. I don't even know where to begin.
You know, we did crown one world champion, and we'll get to him at the end of the show, but, you know, bareback riding started off, and it was electric. All of the bareback riders were out there doing fist pumps after their ride. I mean, if the momentum and spirit would have carried through, we would have probably raised the roof. Sorry.
Yeah, no kidding, right? But, you said it right. Ryan Gray started it off awesome, 85.5 points. J-Bar J, great bucking horse, smack daddy. She won a round earlier in the NFR as well, and Ryan won on her again. I don't know if we should call her Smack Daddy or Smack Mama because she had quite the attitude in the arena tonight. No, that puts Ryan is placing in 5 rounds, but this is his first go-round win of the NFR.
Wow, well, that's an interesting statistic there. You know, Casey Coletti rode, but he sure was looking like he was sore.
I don't see him riding another horse to the 8 seconds. The NFR, you see him walking around. He doesn't even go out to a lot of media appearances anymore just because he can't. He can't hardly move. I feel bad for him, but that's cowboying up and cowboy grit just to finish out what he started this year. And
that's really tough because these guys are competing 10 consecutive nights in a row, no rest. They've got lots of appearances, like you said. Big money is on the line, and they're wanting to give it their all every night. I think the horse that had the most interesting name out tonight was Trophy Wife.
Yeah, and it's funny because I watched that show when I'm not here. So I got a chuckle out of it when they announced that earlier. I don't know why. It's a stupid show, but I love it. I don't know.
It's just an interesting name. The one that stuck with me. Okay, moving right along to steer wrestling. How did we do?
Stan Branco, 3.5. A huge run in the steer wrestling. Places him in 4 rounds, but once again, his first go-round win of the national finals this year.
Well, that's nice. We've been able to award a go-round win to bareback and steer wrestling. That moves us right into team roping.
It does. Caleb Driggers, Travis Graves, 3.6. Now, I looked at the stats before we came on here. Mm-hmm. 3.6 is the fastest run of 9 rounds this year at the national finals so far.
Well, that's exciting.
Yes.
What a way to set the tempo going into round 10.
And guess what? Places them in 4 rounds. First go-round win of the national finals.
And they have another statistic. They placed second, they placed third, they placed fourth, so now they have their gold buckle.
That's right. Hopefully we're not 6th tomorrow. Hopefully we're another first for them. If they do play 6th, that's your fault.
Okay, but how about 5th?
All right, that'll work.
Okay, 5th with that one. At least they're getting a check in the money, and that's the important thing to get going
that's
on
right.
here.
Yes.
Okay, moves us right into saddle bronc riding. I am just a little surprised on the markout rule here at the National Finals Rodeo, but it does apply to everyone, and Jake Wright ended up missing his horse out tonight.
He did, and he looked like he was going to take the round win without a question, and they said that, but you know what? It leaves it open for Cody Wright. Cody Wright wins it, so now it places all 3 Wright brothers with at least one go-round win at the NFR. And this must be just the night of first because, once again, just like the other ones, places them in 4 rounds but gives them his first go-round win. 4 of 4 isn't bad.
You got some statistics that you're really beating me up over here with. But I caught up with Cody Wright earlier. His little girl was trying on the Barstow Rodeo Queen crown over at Cowboy Fan Fest. So check our other video out and you'll get Cody's reaction on having a rodeo queen someday.
Yeah, I got 3 and that ain't happening. I don't have that much money.
All right, so that moves us right into tie-down roping.
It does. Shane Hanchy, 7-4, a nice solid run. I talked to him after down here, and I said, well, are you going for the round wins, or are you going just to maintain? Because right now he's sitting first in the average. He's won 2 rounds, and he's placed in 7. Huge year for him in the tie-down roping. But Shane goes, no, I'm going out there, and I'm going for it. And it's a solid run at 7-4, but with what we've seen in the previous nights, I'm really surprised that took it.
I think that when the go-rounds come down tomorrow, when everyone's roping, I don't think we're going to call the World Championship until the 15th guy ropes.
I don't think so either. There's $3,000 separating almost half the people. It's close.
Okay, barrel racing again. We saw South Dakota Lisa Lockhart come back for her second go-round win of the National Finals Rodeo.
Exactly. She's placed 6, 1-2, and she had a 13.65. A huge run for her. You know, one thing that I've got to talk about, Taylor Jacob had a huge start to the national finals in the last 2 nights. She's tipped over that third barrel heading back toward that alley. She just shoulders into it. She looks great on the first 2, but that third one is just going to be the evildoer. Her, I have a feeling, I hate to say it, but it's going to take her out of the average and out of even any talk now of the Top Gun Award.
You know, one thing that's really important about the average here is how much money it's paying out. But there are 10 people trying to qualify for the American, which is happening in March 2014. And so not only do they want to do well and win money here, but they're really nervous because they want to be in the top 10, because the top 10 automatically qualify for the American in a shot at the big prize money.
That is a fact. And, you know, I think she's going to make it, but if she keeps knocking barrels in the last go-round, it could be real close coming down to the wire.
So that leads us right into bull riding. So J.W. Harris, congratulations on your 4th World Championship. That was called here in the 9th go-round.
That sure was. I talked to him earlier, and he said he came into the national finals wanting to say, hey, I'm clinching this thing in no later than the 8th round. And he goes, well, you know, I'm kind of disappointed it was 1 round late, but he's still got that elusive set, 4th buckle that the last 2-3 years he's been 2nd, 3rd, and he goes, that's just weighing on his mind, but that's why he wanted to clinch it. He did with an 87.5 point variety by a reward, Little Shyster. You know, what a great. And right now he's sitting number 2 in the average behind Cody Teal.
Okay, so earlier this week on the show over at the Gold Coast that happens with Don Gay and Boyd Pohemus doing that, Boyd Pohemus kind of called him out and said he was getting a little bit too old to be riding. And so JW has come right back and proved Boyd wrong.
He sure has, and it's going to boil down. It's going to be a fun round 10 at the national finals.
All right, catch all the action next tomorrow when we bring you coverage after the 10th go-round and we crown all the world champions for 2013. This is Gretchen Kirchmann with Jason Hetland for TheRide.com.